Hello, my name is Jonathan Smith, and I'm a pharmaceutical sales representative for Janssen Pharmaceuticals, which is owned by Johnson & Johnson. Today I'll be selling the use of Xarelto to Dr. Reed to prescribe to his patients. My sales territory is the Northeast Florida region, specifically today focusing on Gainesville, where Dr. Reed is located. Xarelto is a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of stroke and blood clots in people with atrial fibrillation. Xarelto is also a prescription medicine used to treat deep vein thrombosis and pulmonary embolism. In short, Xarelto is a leading blood thinner on the market. Today I will be selling Dr. Reed on the idea of administering Xarelto to his patients instead of Pradaxa or Eliquis, the other leading alternatives. He is currently opening up his own practice, and I'm looking to gain a new client in him. He has been a licensed physician for over 10 years. He is a straightforward person, and I will be focusing mainly on information rather than talk about family or things of that nature. The first handling objection I will be using is the compensate or counterbalance. The second handling objection I will be using is the put off approach. After I'm done with these two objection strategies, I will use the forgot something closing strategy to try and close a sale. Now let's begin. Hello, Dr. Reed. My name is Jonathan Smith. I am a pharmaceutical sales rep for Janssen Pharmaceuticals. How are you doing today?
Doing well. How about you?
I am doing great. Did you go to the football game this weekend?
Yeah, I did. It's the first time I've been back in Gainesville for a while, and just excited that we got the win.
I was speaking to a couple of other physicians. They said you went to medical school at the University of Florida?
Yep, graduated in 2004.
That's pretty cool. I also attended the University of Florida for food and resource economics. What do you think of the basketball team we have this year?
Got a good team. We might be able to make a nice little run in the tournament.
I'm looking forward to it. But enough of that. We'll get into a little background on myself and my company. Janssen Pharmaceuticals is owned by Johnson & Johnson, which is one of the largest corporations in the world. Janssen Pharmaceuticals has been around since 1953 and was purchased by Johnson & Johnson in 1961. Johnson & Johnson now includes over 250 companies with products being sold in 175 different countries. Worldwide sales for Johnson & Johnson Pharmaceuticals in 2012 was $67.7 billion, with $7.7 billion invested into research and development. I have now been with the company for 3 years, and I'm looking for new opportunities. I'm aware that you're looking for a proven blood thinner to give to your future patients. Is that true?
That is true. I'm starting my own practice in December, and I'm looking for a reliable blood thinner to administer to my patients.
Have you done any extensive research into the benefits of Xarelto, or are you more concerned with giving your patients an affordable option or something more reliable?
I'm looking just for a reliable medication regardless of the price.
Okay. Would you be willing to hear what I have to say in regards to our option?
Absolutely.
Great. Now I'll lead you into my first argument. The first benefit of working alongside Janssen Pharmaceuticals and providing clients with Xarelto is the ease of mind knowing your clients are not chained to their medication. The important fact about Xarelto is you only have to take it once daily rather than Pradaxa or Eliquis, which you take 2 to 3 times daily. Having a once daily medication that patients can rely on at the beginning of the day gives them peace of mind that they don't have to constantly worry about the next time they have to take their medication. Here's the following value analysis that shows how much your earnings could be based upon choosing between the 3 leading blood thinner medications. Clearly, you can see that Xarelto will not bring in the same amount of money, but it is a more reliable option. Are you interested in possibly closing a deal today and working with each other?
Well, I'm still kind of concerned with the patient frequency outlined in the value analysis. This says that I have more patients to choose if I choose Pradaxa or Eliquis, but why should I choose Xarelto?
So you're saying that you're concerned with patient frequency if you choose Xarelto over Pradaxa or Eliquis?
Yes.
I understand you're concerned, but with a product like Pradaxa or Eliquis, you're only seeing a large increase in patient frequency in the short term. Xarelto has better long-term effects on your patients, which they will see, which will bring in more patients long-term.
Okay.
I also forgot to tell you that we have a greater physician satisfaction rating than those who administer Pradaxa and Eliquis. What do you say we have your practice administering?
I'm interested, but I'd like to hear more about the product before I make a decision.
Okay. The second benefit of working with myself and Janssen is the wide umbrella that we offer. Most notably, customer satisfaction that comes along with working with Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is a household name, as you know, and when a patient comes in and is prescribed Xarelto, they will be at ease knowing that they are in good hands. This is shown in the positive trials and reviews shown on this paper. How dedicated are you to knowing that your patients are at ease when it comes to reliability in the products you administer?
Well, this is actually one of the top priorities I have with opening my new practice. I want my patients to have the best service and reliability in the products that I prescribe to them so they can be happy and healthy.
I also meant to tell you that we are the largest pharmaceutical company in the world, meaning that we have the highest amount of money dedicated to research and development. This is key when the product reliability and overall satisfaction is in play. If I were to give you the first 10 prescriptions a double promotional allowance, would you make a deal?
Well, I'd like to see what the other competitors have to offer in their pitch later this week. I have meetings with Pradaxa and Eliquis representatives, and I want to see what they have to offer.
Okay. Just to be clear, you want to see the leading competitors' offers before you make a decision. They might be able to give you a greater promotional allowance, like outlined in the value analysis, but I promise they won't be able to match our customer satisfaction guarantees. When you work alongside Johnson & Johnson, you get the best of the best when it comes to product and customer satisfaction. With all this being said, Xarelto being the leading blood thinner on the market, having the best customer service, and the best physician feedback on the market, would you be willing to forego the other meetings you have set up and signed today with Xarelto and work alongside myself and Janssen Pharmaceuticals?
Yes, I've made my decision and would like to look forward to working with you guys starting December 1st.
That's awesome. I'll send you all the necessary paperwork to make that possible going forward with a continued partnership. Here's my business card, and we'll follow up with you in the leading days.
All
Thank
right.
you.